It's Saturday, December 27th, 2025, and apparently it's No Interruptions Day, which is hilarious because the AI ecosystem has been interrupting everyone's workflow all week. This is CoeCast. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. Also, quick heads up, this episode was cooked up by robots, like fully automated. If something sounds a little uncanny, blame the machines. Or blame Hunter's prompts.
Wow, starting hot. Okay, today's headline, ByteDance's Seedance 1.5 Pro is popping up in demos and releases, and the big flex is native synced audio, not an add audio later. It generates video and dialogue and ambience together, with lip sync and consistent voices.
Which is basically the moment every video editor just felt a chill down their spine. Because if the model gives you picture lock and audio lock at the same time, your whole "we'll fix it in post" era gets deleted.
Yeah. And for marketers, the boring but enormous win is localization. If it can keep the same character and the same voice while switching languages, you just killed a whole layer of dubbing, sound design, and versioning.
Hold up, though. Everyone on X is acting like this means the sound team is cooked. Do you actually think the video team gets laid off before the sound team? Because that's the spicy question floating around.
I think the repetitive parts get laid off first, not the people. The take this clip, align VO, patch in room tone, fix the lip sync, export 12 variants work. If Seedance does that natively, you don't need as many hands doing glue work. But taste still matters. Like, does the performance feel right? Does the joke land? Does the brand sound like itself?
I kind of agree, but I'm also like, audio is the trust layer. Viewers forgive janky visuals sometimes, but bad audio is an instant swipe. If Seedance nails audio, that's not just time saved, that's conversion saved.
Exactly. And it's not just dialogue. The ambience being generated in sync is sneaky important.
Wait, Kitchen Subway is a vibe, though. New genre.
Please no.
Okay, but let's be real. Seedance looks insanely good, and it's very "you will rent this" magic energy. What's the open path here? Are we getting community clones, distillations, or are we just stuck watching closed demos forever like it's a fashion show we can't shop?
The realistic open path is pieces, not the whole thing. Open models will catch up on visuals first, then you'll see open audio stacks that can be synchronized with separate pipelines. But a truly joint audio-video foundation model at that quality, that's expensive data and expensive training. So the near term is modular open video plus open TTS plus alignment tricks.
So like Frankenstein, but productive.
Exactly, and you can automate the stitching. This is where my N8 Rain lights up. You can build a pipeline where the script generates, then you generate a base video, then you generate voice, then you do lip sync refinement, then you layer ambience and SFX, then you run a brand compliance pass. It's more steps than one model does it, but you control it.
Control is the word. Because closed demos are cute until your legal team asks where the training data came from and the vendor goes, "Trust us, bestie."
Speaking of voice, Alibaba dropped Qwen 3 TTS Flash models. Voice Design VD Flash, which lets you prompt a voice into existence, and Voice Clone VC Flash, which can clone a voice from a roughly 3-second audio sample. Multilingual, low latency.
3 seconds is unhinged. That's not a sample, that's like a sneeze and a "hey guys."
Yeah, and that raises the least terrifying governance policy question. Like, how does a normal company adopt this without becoming an impersonation factory?
My answer is boring but necessary. Consent or nothing. If you can't prove you have explicit permission to clone the voice, you don't ship it. And you watermark internally even if the audio output doesn't carry an external watermark. Like a chain of custody.
Yup. Also, restrict who can create voices. People love democratize, but in a business, you do not want everyone able to spin up a new voice. You want a tiny group. And you want a voice registry the same way you have a brand kit.
Wait, yes. Brand kit, but for throats.
That's horrifying, Riley.
Accurate, though. And here's the other thing. Open source voice cloning under permissive licenses is great until legal wakes up. So the safer brand voice strategy is create synthetic voices from scratch with voice design, then contractually own that persona. Do not clone a real employee. Do not clone the founder. Do not clone your TikTok intern who might quit and take their vocal cords with them.
Totally. Designed voice beats stolen voice. And if you need a consistent narrator, make it a character, not a person.
Also, everyone keeps comparing word error rate and latency like it's Formula One. What should marketers actually measure for audio ads?
Perceived trust, clarity, and does it match the brand? Like, if the voice is technically perfect but feels like a bank's phone tree, you lose.
I'd add uncanny valley complaints per 1,000 impressions. If comments are full of "this sounds weird," your fancy metrics don't matter.
Yeah. And one more, production throughput without quality collapse. If you can make more variants but each one chips away at trust, you just scaled the wrong thing.
Okay, before we hit the third story, quick vibe check on the ecosystem. This week has felt like faster agents, scarier media, and everyone trying to shove ads inside AI answers.
Totally. We've been talking a lot about agent workflows lately. Faster models mean your automation stack becomes real-time instead of batch. And on the video side, tools like Runway and others keep pushing realism, but Seedance is like, cool, now add synchronized audio so you can actually ship ads without a second tool.
And culturally, AI satire is winning. Those viral AI Olympic events videos are everywhere. Like fridge beer sprints, dish scrubbing relays. Honestly, that's the most honest sports coverage I've seen all year.
It's funny, but it's also a tell. The public is getting used to synthetic video as entertainment. The bar for real versus fake is shifting.
Which is why governance matters, because the minute your brand ad looks like a meme, the comments will treat it like a meme.
All right, third story. Inception Labs Mercury. It's a diffusion-based text model approach that generates tokens in parallel, with claims of being way faster.
Okay, explain like I'm scrolling. Why should creators care about diffusion text?
Because speed changes what you can automate. If text generation is fast enough, you can do real-time personalization, not generate a landing page overnight, but generate copy variants as the user interacts with guardrails. You can run agents that actually feel responsive instead of "I'll get back to you in 30 seconds."
Or faster spam.
Yes, that's the dark mirror. Faster doesn't mean better intentions, but for legit teams, it unlocks stuff like instant campaign QA, instant compliance rewrites, instant versioning for different platforms.
So Mercury is like giving your automation stack a better engine. Same car, more horsepower.
Exactly. And the underrated failure mode across all these stories is governance drift. People build a workflow, it works for 2 weeks, then somebody swaps a model, and suddenly the safe pipeline starts generating spicy claims or weird voices.
Speaking of weird, can we talk about that AI experiment where they gave an autonomous AI petty cash for a newsroom task, and it bought a PlayStation and a live fish?
I hate how believable that is.
The fish is a product manager, just watching, judging.
And that's the lesson for marketers. If you're letting agents run spend, you need hard constraints, not vibes, not be smart. Actual permissions, limits, and approvals.
Especially on no interruptions day, because the interruption is your finance team calling you like, why did the brand voice agent expense a console?
All right, let's land this plane with a snarky but accurate rule. When do you choose open models like Qwen versus closed models like Seedance versus, wait, it's a demo?
If it touches identity, voice, face, brand character, I want control and audit trails. That leans open or at least transparent tooling.
And if you need peak quality for a high-stakes ad and you can tolerate renting, closed can make sense. But if the vendor can't tell you how to keep consistency, handle rights, and export cleanly into your workflow, it's a demo.
Also, if it's only on X with dramatic music and zero pricing, it's a demo.
Facts.
All right, people, thanks for hanging with us on KoiCast. Go enjoy No Interruptions Day by immediately getting interrupted by another model drop.
Subscribe if you want more of this chaos, and check out koi.com/resources for AI news and updates. Catch you next time.